Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got some Milwaukee Braves baseball. The Braves finally go home to Milwaukee, and the Reds come to town here on July 24th. And let's see what the starting lineup looks like for the visiting Cincinnati Reds. Leading off, playing second base, Elo Chancone. Batting second, playing shortstop, Leo Carnice. Batting third, playing center field, is Vada Penson. Batting fourth, playing right field, is Frank Robinson. Batting fifth, playing left field, is Wally Post. Batting sixth, playing third base, is Gene Freeze. Batting seventh, playing first base, is Gordon Coleman. Batting eighth, doing the catching, Jerry Zimmerman. And on the mound, batting ninth, is Joey J. And let's take a look at the hometown Milwaukee Braves starting lineup. Leading off, playing center field, is Mac Jones. Batting second, playing second, is Frank Bowen. Batting third, playing third, is Eddie Matthews. Batting fourth, playing right field, Tank Aaron. Batting fifth, playing first base, is Joe Adcock. Batting sixth, playing left field, is Lee May. Batting seventh and doing the catching is Joe Torre. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, is Roy McMillan. And, on the mound, batting ninth, is Warren Spahn. Let's get down to the field here in Milwaukee and get this game started, folks. Hey, Tim. Alrighty, folks, so we'll get this ball game started now. And here's the first pitch from Warren Spahn. And that's going to be a base hit, I believe. Now it's going to be a ground ball down the short. Max up with it. He bobbles it, ball, folks, and that's going to be an E6 to start this game. Not what you want to see. Chancone down at first now for Chico. So right away, the Braves start off with an error. Yeah, I hear you. Alrighty, let's see. Can Warren Spahn pitch around this error, folks? And that's going to be a infield hit. And that'll make first and second. So not the way the Braves want to start this game off, folks. First and second, nobody out. Vada Penson up now. Vada's hitting 327 on the year, folks. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Not deep enough to get Chancone over to third. So there's one out. Jones throws the ball back in the infield. Here's Frank Robinson. Frank's off to a slow start this year, hitting 277 on the year. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. That will be deep enough to get Frank Cone over to third with 2 outs now. So we got first and third, 2 outs for Wally Post. And Wally's hitting a whopping 342 in the year, folks. Not the guy you want to see up here at this time if you're a Braves fan. That's a ground ball down the second. We'll go to short way over to McMillan covering, and that'll end the inning. So Spahn pitches around the 2 leadoff runners. And with going to the bottom of the first, it's Cincinnati. Nothing the Braves do up here. Here is Jones. Let's see what Mac can do. Mac's hitting 278 on the year, off to a good start. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike 1 on Mac. And that's going to be a single in the right field. So just like the Reds, the Braves get the leadoff batter aboard. So here's Frank Bowen now with Jones down at first. And Frank's hitting 297 on the year, off to a good start. And that's going to be a fly ball, I believe, in the center field. That's a ground ball down the third. Ground ball down the third. And that will get Jones down the second, so he's in scoring position now for Eddie Matthews. See if Eddie can drive him in. Eddie's just batting under 300, batting 298 on the year. See if he can get this up over 300. And that's going to be a ball for the Eddie. So the Braves in the same situation, first and second for Henry Hank Aaron. Let's see if he can drive some runs in here, folks, and give the Braves an early lead. Hank's batting 315 on the year. And that is going to be another ground ball down the third. Gene's up with it. He fires over the first. That makes 2 outs, but it's second and third for Joe Adcock. Can Joe get a 2-base hit here and drive in too? Hey, Clinton. So here's Joe. Joe's batting 274 on the year. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. And that'll end the inning, folks. And the Braves leave 2-1. We go to the top of the second. It's knotted up. Nothing. And I'll lead off the second inning. You have Freeze, Coleman, and Zimmerman for the Reds. Gene's hitting 280 on the year. That's going to be a ground ball down to McMillan at short. Easy throw to first. 1 out. Here comes Gordon Coleman now. Gordy's 268 batting average on the year. And that's a ground ball down the third. Matthews is up with it. 2 up and 2 down here in the second. And that brings up Zimmerman. Zimmy's hitting 172 off to a real slow start, folks. And that's not going to pick up any because that's going to be a pop-up on the infield. Frank Bolencole's for it. 1, 2, 3 goes the Reds. We go to the bottom of the second. We got May, Torrey, and McMillan due up here for the Braves. May's hitting 248 on the year. See if he can get something started. And he does, folks, because that ball is high, that ball is far, that ball is going. Home run, Lee May. That is May's 10th home run of the year, folks. And the Braves take a 1-0 lead. On the bottom of the second. Joe Torrey up now, hitting 251 on the year. See if Joe can keep this merry-go-round going. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And Leo bobbles that one, folks. And that's going to be an E6 for the Reds. So both shortstops have made an error today. So Joe's down at first. Roy McMillan up now. Roy's not off to a good start this year, hitting 207. Let's see if he can get something going, folks. And that's going to be they're going to try to, we're not doing that. They want Joe to try to steal. Joe ain't going nowhere, so that'll be strike 1 on McMillan. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. That'll be out number 1. That brings up Warren Spahn. Spahn, he's having a great year at the plate, folks. Hitting 200, 2 home runs, and 5 RBIs. We're going to let him swing away here. We're not going to have him bunt with 1 out. And that's a swing and a miss. Spahn goes down swinging. 2 outs now for Jones. He singled his first time up. See if he can do it again. No, that's going to be a swing and a miss. So Joey J comes back and strikes out the last 2 here, folks. But the Braves score 1 on the home run by Lee May. And we go to the top of the third, 1-0 Bravos. We got Joey J followed by Chanko and Chico. Let's see what happens here. Joey J's hitting 182 in a year. Not bad. Not bad, but that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Lee May's got it. That'll be out number 1. And Chancone was 0 for 1. He reached on an error his first time up. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. And he drives that ball into the gap in right field. It's off the wall. Aaron goes over, grabs it, throws it in, but he's standing down at second with one out. Tying run in scoring position. See what happens here with Chico. He's 1 for 1. And that's going to be hit down the second on a line drive. And Chancone does get back to second. That was hit right on the button, but right at Frank Bowen. And that is 2 outs here, folks. That brings up Penson. He's 0 for 1, flew out to center his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. SPAHN gets him out on strikes. So the Reds leave 1 down at second. We go to the bottom of the third. We got Bowen, then the big boys, Matthews and Aaron, due up here for the Braves. See if Frank can set the table here for the big boys. Grounded out the third his first time up. And that's going to be a ball 1 on him. Here's the 1-0 count. And he drives that ball into center field. And Veda's got that one. Nice catch. Robs Frank Bowen of a base hit out there. Brings up Eddie Matthews now with 1 down. Eddie walked his first time up. And they don't want no parts of Eddie. They'll walk again. Take their chances with Aaron. I don't know if this is smart or not. Hank's 0 for 1. He grounded out the third his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third again, I believe. Yes, it is. That will send Matthews down the second, though, with 2 outs for Joe Adcock. See if Joe can come up here with a clutch base hit. And Joe flew out the center his first time up. And he's going to hit that ball down, Chancone down at second. Over to first, and that'll end the inning. And the Braves leave a runner down at second, folks, as we go to the top of the fourth. Reds nothing, Braves 1. We got Robinson, Post, and Freeze due up here for the big red machine. Frank's 0 for 1, flew out to Hank his first time up. And that popped straight up the chute. Torrey takes the mask off, makes the catch for out number 1. And now we got Wally Post. Wally's 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice. And he drives this ball into right field, folks. That ball is back, and going. And this game is tied up. Wally Post with his 20th home run of the year. And the game is tied at 1 apiece now here at the top of the fourth. 1 out for Gene Freeze. He's grounded out the shortest first time up. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. And all of a sudden, Warren's in a little bit of trouble here in the fourth. 1 out, 1 on here for Mr. Coleman. And he's 0 for 1. He grounded out to Matthews his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Coleman goes down, makes 2 outs now for Zimmerman. And he's 0 for 1. He popped up to second his first time up. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes on Zimmer. And then on the 2-0 pitch, that's a ground ball down the short, over to second. We're out number 3. But the Reds on the Wally Post home run tie this ball game up, folks. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 1 apiece. May, Torrey, and McMillan. Lee Helmer his first time up. Let's see if he can do her again and give the Braves a lead again. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike 1 on Lee. A 1 pitch. And he drives that ball down to second. Easy play for Chancone down at second. Over to Coleman for out number 1. That brings up Joe Torrey now. He's 0 for 1, reached on an error his first time up. And that's going to be a ball 1 on Joe. Can he take advantage of the 1-0 count? He drives that ball into center field. Veda goes back. Nice diving catch and robs Joe Torrey of at least a single, maybe a double. Nice play out there by Veda. 2 outs now for McMillan. He flew out the post his first time up in left field. He hits that ball down the freeze at third. And 1-2-3 goes the Braves. We go to the top of the fifth. It's still knotted up, one apiece. Jay's due up, followed by the top of the order. Chancone and Cornelius. Let's see what Jay can do here. Joey J is 0 for 1. He flew out to left his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's Spahn's third strikeout of the game. Chancone's up now. He doubled his last time up, reached on an error his first time. And he's going to reach on another error, I believe. Yep, that ball is hit down to Mr. Matthews, normally Mr. Reliable, and he throws that ball into the dirt. Luckily, Adcock keeps it in front of him. That'll be an E5, folks. So runner down at first. And Chico is 1 for 2. He singled his first time up and hit one right on the button, but Frank Bowen was there at second. See if they can get a ground ball, maybe get a double play here. No, that's a single in the right field. And that'll get the runner down the third, folks. So we got first and third. And only one out here. And Veda's up. They're going to bring the infield in here. They don't think they can double up Veda. So let's see what happens. He's over 2. He's flew out the center and struck out. And that's going to be hit back to the mound, I believe. Yes, it is. And Spahn looks the runner back at third. Fires over to first. And we'll have second and third, folks, with 2 outs now. For Frank Robinson. Frank's 0 for 2. He's flown out the right field and popped up to the catcher. Can Warren get out of this mess with no run scoring, folks? And that's going to be a base on balls. He walks Frank Robinson. Maybe not a bad idea. Wally Post is up, though. We know what Wally did his last time up. Let's see what happens here. He's 1 for 2 with that solo home run. There's a force at every base now. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Wally. And that is going to be a fly ball. That's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Post out this time, folks. Nice job by Spahn. It's out of the bases loaded situation. The Reds leave 3. See if that comes back to bite them in the butt. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 1 apiece. We got Spahn to lead it off, followed by Jones and Bolin. See if Warren can get on base. He struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. Spahn trots on down to first. Nice piece of hitting by Spahn. Didn't go for that curve. Brings up Mr. Jones. He's 1 for 2. He struck out his last time up with Spahn down at first now. And that's going to be another swing and a miss, strike 3. Jones strikes out for the second time today. Brings up Frank Bolin now, 1 out. Runner down at first. He's grounded out to third and flew out to center. And that's going to be a pop-up on the infield. No, it's not. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Joey J comes back and strikes out the next 2 after walking Spahn. It's up to Eddie. He's 0 for 2 with 2 walks. Let's see if Joey J pitches to him this time, folks. And he does, and that's a ground ball down the short. Over to second for the out. And the Braves leave Spahn down at first with the leadoff walk. We go to the top of the 6th, still 1-1. Freeze, Coleman, and Zimmerman due up here for the Reds. Gene is 1 for 2. Grounded out to short and singled his last time up. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. He puts a charge in it. That ball is hit high. That ball is hit far. That ball is gone. Hank Aaron turns around and watches this one leave the yard. And it is a 2-1 Reds lead, folks. Here in the sixth with nobody out. We got Mr. Coleman up. He's 0 for 2, struck out his last time up. Can Spahn settle down here? And that's going to be a ground ball down to Joe Adcock. He takes it himself, and that'll be out number 1. Here comes Gerald Zimmerman up. Let's see what he can do. He's 0 for 2, popped up and reached on a fielder's choice. And he's going to pop up to the catcher this time, folks. And Corey makes the play for out number 2. Here's Joey J. He's going to stay in the game and hit, folks. And he's 0 for 2, flew out and struck out. And that's going to be another swing and a miss. So Spahn settles down, but thanks to the home run by Gene Freeze, the Reds lead this game 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. We got the big boys due up here for the Braves, Aaron, Adcock, and May. See if they can get that run back here right away. Aaron's 0 for 2. He's grounded out the third both times up. And that's going to be hit down the short this time, but the same result. He's out of there. That brings up Joe Adcock now. See if Joe can do something. He's 0 for 2. He's flown out the center and grounded out the second. And that's going to be hit down the first. Coleman up with it. Calls Joey off. And that'll be 2 up and 2 down. Hey, Steve. Brings up Lee May. He's got the only RBI. He hit a home run his first time up, folks. Can he do it again? No, he can't. He puts a ball on the ground. And again, Coleman's got this. And that'll be a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. We go to the top of the 7th. It is 2-1 Reds. Chancone, Chico, and Penson due up here for the Big Red Machine. See if Spahn can keep this a 1-run game. He is due up third in the inning. They'd love to see him finish this 7th. Here's the pitch to Chancone. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Matthews is up with it. No problem this time. That'll be out number 1 here in the 7th. Chico's 2 for 3, having a nice day. And his only out was a line drive route right to Frank Bolin. And that one's popped up on the infield. And McMillan will take charge near the mound. Makes the catch. We're out number 2. Brings up Veda. He's 0 for 3. He's flown out and struck out and grounded out to the pitcher. And that's going to be hit into left field. Lee May's got it. And that'll end the inning, folks. I go to the 7th inning stretch. We got Torrey McMillan and a pitch hitter for Warren due up. Joe's 0 for 2, reached on an error and flew out. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Joe goes down on strikes for the first out here in the 7th. See if McMillan can get on board here. He flew out the left, grounded out the third. And he's going to fly out the right field. Frank Robinson's out there. He camps under it, makes the catch for out number 2. I have a pitch hitter here for Warren. See who's going to come in here and pitch hit. Probably going to be Al Spangler. Let's see what's going to be. Al Spangler's going to come out here and pitch hit for Warren Spahn. All righty, nobody on and 2 outs for Al. Can he keep this 7th inning going? Here's the pitch from Joey J. And he drives that ball into center field. And again, Veda Penson making a great play out there on the run. Grabs that ball and robs Spangler of a hit, folks. That's the 3rd hit he's taken away out there today. Braves are going to bring in Raymond here to pitch. He'll be facing Robinson, Post, and Freeze. Alrighty, let's see if he can keep this a one-run game, folks, and give the Braves a chance in the top of the ninth. Here's the pitch to Frank. He's 0 for 2 and walked once. And that's a swing and a miss. Nice job by Clyde. That is one out here in the eighth. Here is Wally. Post. And that's going to be a pop up on the infield. Eddie Matthews takes it. That'll be 2 up, 2 down here in the eighth. Gene Freeze up now. Gene's 1 for 2 for 3 with a home run, so they got to be careful here. And that's a swing and a miss. Nice job by Clyde Raymond. 1, 2, 3 goes the Reds. We get to the bottom of the eighth. We got the top of the order due up here against Joey J. He's pitching a heck of a game. Can they put a dent in him? Jones has gotten a base hit and struck out his last 2 times, though. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Max aboard with a lead-off single. I think we're going to play some hit and run here, folks, with Frank Bowen. Trying to avoid the double play and get the runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch to Frank. And that's going to be a line drive down the short. Ain't that awful, folks? Over to first, and they're going to double up Mac. So Frank Bowen hits into the line drive double play on the hit and run. Sure. And the Braves just ran themselves maybe out of this inning. Here's Eddie Matthews up now. See what he can do. He's 0 for 1 with 2 walks. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. Frank Robinson makes the catch. And there goes the Braves after the leadoff single. We go to the top of the ninth. 2-1 Reds. Coleman, Zimmerman, and Jay. See what happens here with Coleman and Zimmerman, whether they'll pitch it for Jay. He's pitching a great game. And Coleman is 0 for 3. He's grounded out the third, struck out and grounded out the first. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. Aaron, had him played perfect, makes the catch out there for out number 1. And here is Zimmer. And that's going to be a base on balls. Don't want to see that. Want to keep this a 1-run game. Zimmy walks down the first, and here is the dilemma. I think they're going to let Joey J stay in the game, but they're going to try to sacrifice Zimmerman down the first, get him in scoring position here. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike 1. And that's going to be a bunt down the third. Matthews only play. He's going to be over to first with Frank Bowen covering. And that'll get the runner down the second with 2 outs here in scoring position. Chancone is 1 for 4 with a double here. See if Raymond can get this last out and give the Braves a chance in the ninth, only down by 1. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field, folks. Zimmer's going to stop down at third now. We got first and third. And 2 outs. Can Chico do it here? Take another 2. Hey, Legends, another 2-out base hit. He's 2 for 4, having a heck of a game. Like I say, he's lined out the second one time. Could be 3 for 4. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Matthews, nice dive and stop. That could have been a double, folks. Gets up, fires over the first. And the Braves get out of it with that. No run scoring. And we go to the bottom of the ninth. We got the big boys due up here against Joey. Aaron, Adcock, and May. Can we see the Braves come back here and at least make this game go into extras? Hanks 0 for 3, grounded out the third twice and short once. And we dropped the dice to make this an official game. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third for out number 1. That'll bring up Joe Adcock now. And that's going to be a fly ball in the deep center field. Veda's going back, makes the catch again on the run. That is his 4th robbery. He's just out there making a bunch of felony larcenies. That brings up Lee May. The only run of the game was Lee May's home run. Can he do it here, folks? Or at very least get on base and keep this game going? Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Coleman. That'll end the game, folks. Joey J gets the win, a 2-1 game. All righty. Nice pitching game. Warren Spahn, the hard luck loser here. The Reds 2 runs on 7 hits in an error. The Braves 1 run on 3 hits and 2 errors. Top of the order did a good job for the Reds. Then you had the home run by Post and Freeze, though, with nobody on, both solo home runs. Reds left 9 on. Lee May, the big hero for the Braves, with the 1-run RBI home run. Braves left 5 on. Joey J, 9 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, walked 3, struck out 5. Like I say, Spahn pitched a good game, 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, walked 1, struck out 5, gave up 2 solo home runs, though. Raymond came in and pitched 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, struck out 2. We only got one other game here today, folks. We got the Tigers traveling out to L.A. to take on the Angels. Jim Bunning leading the major leagues with a 1.92 ERA. Let's see how he does out here in the California air. Oh, exactly, legends. It was a heck of a game. Like I say, I feel sorry for Warren Spahn. And the Tigers win. Let's see what the Stars for. The Tigers left 16 men on base, folks. 6 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. The Angels 3 runs on 4 hits and 3 errors. Take a look at the standings in both American and National League here after July 24th. Just 2 games on the slate. Yankees leading the Tigers by 2 games. Orioles by 4.5. Minnesota Twins 8.5 along with the White Sox. Angels are 17 games back. The Red Sox 17.5 games back. The Tribe is 23 games back. Senators 27.5 games back. And the A's are 31.5 games back. And Milwaukee is a game and a half up on the Giants. The Reds are now 5.5 games back. Cardinals 7, Dodgers 10.5, Cubbies 12, Pirates 14, and the Phillies are 25.5 games back. You got, I think, Clemente still leading the league with a 256 batting average. Yep. See what that did to Warren Spahn here. Spahn still leading the league with a 2.72 ERA. Could not pick up his 11th win now. I want to thank legends Tim D, Steve Tate, and Clinton Parks for stopping in here today, folks. You all have a great afternoon. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and on your way out, hit that bell and hit that like button. And Till next time, you all take care and have a great day.